Hello everyone, this is Jasmina, and in this video I'm going to talk about the difference between solar time and clock time. Most people have at least a few minutes difference between these two. The solar time is actually based on the position of the sun, and I think it actually works better. To me, it gives a more accurate Batsa and Chimen readings, but not everybody says you have to do that. So it's up to you. Personally, I do that. Now, converting your local clock time to solar time is not difficult if you do it through the use of this time and date website. I use it a lot. It it takes into account all the daylight savings times and all this kind of stuff. It's very useful when I'm trying to schedule a meeting with somebody halfway across the planet or anywhere on the planet. It actually works very well. What you need to do is once you go to this site, and it's under the sun subcategory, you want to enter the location where you want to know what the solar time is. And this could be if you're trying to do a mitigation or a manifestation, it's where you are currently or where your house is. And if it's for your Batsa or the Chiman, it's where you were born. Now you need to search for the date you're interested in, the actual day that you're interested in, year, day, month, everything. And the way this works is you can go back in roughly 20-year groups. So if you're over 20 years old and want to do your Batsa, you have to scroll up in the years to the highest number, hit go, and then it will refresh. And then you have to go and find, if you're over 40, then you have to go back another 20 years. And you just keep doing that until you find your year. But you have to keep hitting go so that it refreshes. Now, once you get to the right year and the right month, then you just scroll down to find the right day. And in the rightmost column, it will list solar noon. And this is the key number. One example is in Seattle, Washington state, on November 19th, 2023, solar noon is at 11:54. And in Miami, Florida, same date, solar noon is at 12:06. And I just randomly picked these places. I have never lived in either one. Now, you need to note the difference between the solar and the clock times. So you take the solar time and you subtract 12 noon, that is on your clock. So you're going to have minus 6 minutes for Seattle and plus 6 minutes for Miami. And I'm quite surprised one is plus and one is minus 6 because I did randomly choose these places. Now, the way you use this is you need to know what time you want. For example, let's say you want to place a mitigation between the time of 11 and just before 1 p.m. And you need to determine what clock time corresponds to the solar time. And so you need to add the time difference between the clock time and solar time that I just showed you on the last page. So for Seattle, at 11 o'clock, the solar time of 11 o'clock, you have to subtract the 6 minutes, so you'll get 10:54. That's when 11 officially starts. And the second before it's 1 p.m., you again have to subtract that, so just about 6 minutes before 1 p.m., that's when that period of time ends. Now, you can choose any time in between, but in this case, there's not much difference. And of course, in Miami, it's similar. There's not much difference. But there are places on the planet, especially with daylight savings, where there is a difference of over an hour between the clock time and the solar time. And when that happens, you really want to take into account the difference. Now, again, you do this when you want to do something like placing a mitigation or doing a manifestation within a certain time window on a certain day. So this is why this is important. Now you can do the same thing for your time of birth, and you just again find where you were born. If you weren't born in a city, just pick the closest city to you in the same time zone. Uh, that could be a little difficult, but basically that's also as close as possible to your longitude. Not your latitude, but your longitude. What is the number east-west? Because everybody's time will be in there. Of course, you probably be in at least your same country, or like in the United States, it would be in your same state. And it even depends. Some states, part of the state goes on daylight savings and others don't. So it can be a little tricky. So that's basically it. I'd like to thank you for watching. Please feel free to leave a comment or write me here if you have questions. And that's basically it. I'd like to thank you for watching.